So you are a novice trader with a small deposit in your account, and on one hand you understand that you need to follow the risk management and slowly increase your capital. But on the other hand, you get less than $1 from each transaction, and this is definitely not what you wanted from trading at all. So you want to earn as much as possible and as fast as physically possible. And now I need all of your attention, because in this video I will share the most effective non-BS method of quickly growing your account that I came to after 6 years of trading. Most likely you've seen videos in which dubious gurus spin up a $10 deposit to $1,000 or sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, and you want the same, of course, but there is a problem because there is a 99.87% chance you won't succeed, and I will tell you why in a second. But hey, don't worry, these gurus won't probably do it either, because most of these videos are either fake or taken from, like, I don't know, 7th, 10th, 20th attempt, which makes the point of deposit promotion essentially useless. You see, in most of those videos they use compounding trading method. It's a simple system which basically means that after each deal you use all the money that you got on the next deal. So basically you open deal for $10, you get $18.50. Then you use 18.5 and then it's going to be $34, so on and so forth. You do that 13 times, and out of $10 at the end you get almost $30,000. And right now, looking at the table, you probably understand that it's not really easy to do that. But the main question is, what is the probability of you actually opening 13 deals and winning all of them? And probably you think right now you just need a little bit of luck, couple of tries, and that's gonna be easy. But let's look at the numbers. You see, in binary options there is only two ways to go. You either winning or you're losing, and that basically means that if you open multiple deals just guessing, your win rate is going to be 50%, so half of them is going to be lost, half of them is going to be won. All right, with a win rate of 50%, let's see what kind of probability we're going to have to close each deal in black. The first one is going to be 50%, second one is going to be 25%, and 3 deals in a row closed in black are going to be 12.5%. And each next step, the probability of you closing the deal in black is dropping. And the 13th step, probability is basically equals 0. It's going to be 0.01%. which basically means that it's nearly impossible to do. But all right, this is a win rate of 50%, it's just guessing, right? You are not guessing at this point. You've seen multiple videos, you've seen your own, not saying you have your own strategy, you kind of getting some profit from trading stably, and your win rate should be at least 60%. So what is the probability in your case? The probability of closing 13 deals in a row in black is going to be 0.13%. Okay, we figured out how not to do it, and the main question now is how to actually do it correctly. And look, compounding is in any case the only way to increase capital so quickly. There is nothing we can do about it. But can we improve this method? And the answer here is yes, we can. The main problem with compounding method is that we can't make mistakes at all, because every trade closed in negative territory completely resets our progress to 0 and we start over. So I have developed a compounding system in which every mistake takes us back a step but does not reset the whole progress. Maybe I'm not the first one to think of this, but I haven't found anything in binary options just yet. So I named this method SBC, Smart Binary Compounding, which is basically
smart way to do the stupid thing.
Before we proceed to the main analysis of the method itself, it's really important that you understand that there is no easy way to turn $10 into $24,000. And from the point of view of traditional risk management, this is a complete disaster. And I definitely do not recommend anyone making SBC your main trading method. And the word smart in Smart Binary Compounding should be read as less stupid. But from the point of view of experience, this is an incredibly interesting challenge that it's actually quite realistic to complete. All right, the whole challenge is gonna dance around this table. Right now it looks confusing and hard, but I'm gonna explain everything and you will understand all of it because it's actually really simple. So our table consists of 15 stages. We see them right here. And if we do all of them, all the 15 stages, if we can pass through all of them, our balance from $10 is going to turn to $24,399. It sounds insane, and I know it, but you will understand why it is actually a bit more possible than you think. So we start our challenge with the stage 1, first step. And our first deal is going to be opened for the amount of money that we have in the balance. And in my case, it's going to be $10. You can choose whatever you want. And so what we do, we have two chances. We have losing or winning. If we're losing the first step of first stage, challenge is over. This is the only place where we are going to lose all the money that we have. The $10 in my case. So the first deal should always be closed in black. If we're winning, closing it in black, the profit is going to be $19. It's going to be like 18.5 because I have the payout of 85%, like the middle grounds, but the table is kind of rounding it. It's 19. Don't stop it. $19. So we got the first deal and result is $19, so the profit is going to be $9. And then we go to second step of first stage. Here we are doing the second deal from the profit that we got from the first step. So our profit was $9, so we are using these $9 for the second deal. And if we're winning, we're going to get $16, from which $7 is going to be the profit. But in the case of losing, we lost only the profit from the first step. We got back to the position where we started. So we're opening a deal for $10 again. We're going to get the money again, and we're going to get $9, and we're going to get a profit of $7. So imagine we won all of them. The whole profit from the stage is going to be $16, $9 and $7 from the first and second, $16. So our balance should be at this moment $26. Now we're moving to stage number 2, first step. And in this case, we are using, in case of the amount of money that we use, the whole profit of the previous stage, so $16. If we are winning, we're going to get $29, and $13 is going to be the profit. If we are losing, we lost $16 that we got from the first stage. We are going back to stage number 1, step number 1. In this case, you see that if we are losing deals from the first step, they are getting us back to a whole stage back. If we're losing the second step, it just gets us back to one step back. Basically, losing the money from the second step, you're going to go back to first step. If you're losing from the first step, you're going to a whole stage back. Imagine we won. We won. That's what we want. The result is 29. The profit is going to be $13. So the second step, we are using $13. And if we're winning, we are getting $25, and 11 of those are going to be the profit. So all the profit from this stage, 13 plus 11, is going to be $25. It's not 25, because, if you look at it like that, you see, almost 25. Shh. So we got the profit of $25, and the balance is going to be $51. So now we repeat the same steps, basically same thing. Step number 1, stage number 3, using the profit from the previous stage, $25. Then we do the second step, is the profit from the first step of the third stage. Goodness, that's how we are moving through this table. And what is the main good thing? If we're talking about simple compounding, imagine you reached 10th deal closed in black in a row. The probability was really, really low, 0.6%. And if we lost step number 10, the challenge is over, and we're going back to the first trade of $10 and basically starting everything all over again. Here, if we lose step number 10 and we make mistake, we go back to stage number 9. And if we make a mistake on the second step, it's going to be just getting us back to the first step, and we're still going to get the money. We still have the money. Basically, we can make mistakes here. Our deal here is just sometimes, for the most part, or often open deals, at least 2 deals in a row. For now, my best result is stage number 11. And the strategy just stops working for me. And I got 6 deals in a row, losing the money, and I went back to stage 5. And even going back, I still got $247 starting from $10. I mean, it's not 20,000, but it's not that easy to make $247 from $10. But with this system, you know, it's doable. It's doable. It's not easy. It's not easy because you still get nervous. It still needs to be really calculated. You still need to use all the knowledge that you have, but it's more probable than just opening deals in a row like that, like 13 of them. And the amount of money that you use is growing all the time. So for example, step number 13, you're opening deals for $2,286 and the profit is going to be $1,943. I mean, oh my God, and you started from $10. So of course, with risk management, it's just madness, it's craziness, and the balance would be $3,976 opening a deal for almost $1,500. That's just craziness from the point of view of risk management. But if you're looking at the picture globally, you're not risking a lot. You're just risking the profit that we already got. The risk of this challenge is limited to the first deal. So the only risk is losing the first step on the first stage, but potential profit is actually looking really good. By the way, if you need this table, text me on Telegram and I will simply send it to you. The link to my Telegram is in the description of this video. And in fact, SBC is actually a completely new approach to risk management. It's similar to Forex 20 PIP challenge. It's crazy and risky from the point of view traditional trading, but it's also really, really interesting and potentially profitable. And I understand that it may still sound difficult, but in a minute we will start the challenge together and I'm sure there will be no questions left for you. And I don't think I'll be able to complete the entire challenge in this video, but I'll do my best and we will go as far as we can. In the challenge, we will use SBC as the money management strategy. But what about trading strategy? And in fact, this is going to be your choice. And the main thing is that the strategy you're choosing should not give too many losses in a row. Personally, I will use my basic price action strategy with stochastic as always. But you can practice on any strategy you like. And I actually have dozens of detailed guides and tutorials on my channel, so the link to the strategy playlist will be in the description box down below. Well, before we get to the challenge itself, I would like to remind you that if you are a novice trader, then you can use my free Telegram Academy. There you will find not only exclusive lessons with analysis of indicators and price action, but also you will receive personal support from me and the supervisor. As well, you will get an access to a student chat where you guys can find like-minded people and work together. To join, simply text me on Telegram and say, I want to study, and the link to my Telegram is as always in the description box of every video on my channel. Alright guys, let's start the challenge. So 2 things that I want to talk about before we start. Remember, in the first table we used payout of 85%. That's like the best choice, but in reality the payout is going to be different. So the table that I'm going to use right now for the challenge right now, I have a different place for payout. I'm going to put it like officially when I see it on the currency pair, so it's not going to be like something that I just made up. It's just going to be the result that I actually have, because 85% is going to be not always there and the difference is going to be really big in reality. And the second thing that I wanted to talk about, when you're talking about quotex, you cannot use $10 or 0.3, right? It's not allowed to do that. It's just supposed to be like 10, 13, nothing less, nothing more. So that's why we're gonna round it up. We're gonna round it up mathematically. So for example, here it's 79%. So the factual profit is gonna be 7 point something dollars is gonna be 8 in my table. There is going to be a difference, but it's not gonna be too big. So I'm kind of okay with that. Hope you are too. If you are not, you can change it, but I don't know how you're gonna do that. And it's going to be a big difference in like first 2 stages, and then it's going to be okay. You're not even going to notice that. So let's start. We have the first deal for $10. We're going to quotex. We got ready. The platform is ready. So let's try to find a good entry point. Let's go. Alright guys, so on the currency pair Euro CAD, I found the first deal. So we have this small downtrend that is actually pushing the support zone right now, and actually the trend started breaking through this level, and I'm hoping that the breakout is going to continue, so let's wait for 3 minutes and see. Okay guys, see, it was a miracle that the deal was closed in black. We were really close to lose the first deal, but it's still closed in black, which is good. I'm excited. It is what it is. Win is a win. So it was 86% payout. So we are putting it in our first stage, first step. We are putting 86, not 81. 86% payout. So at this point, the table shows us that we're going to use $19. Not used, we got $19, and the next deal is going to be open for $9. Going back to Quotex, we're changing the amount of money to $9, and let's try to find another entry point. And we were actually really lucky because you see the price did the reversal and went higher. Maybe we're going to try to catch a deal with a retest of this level, but I'm not sure about that. Let's try to find something else. Alright, second deal is going to be open on Euro GBP. It's a bit risky. Let me explain why. We have a really strong downtrend, then there was consolidation and an uptrend started. So we are opening a deal according to a new uptrend. Alrighty guys, there was a small growth of the price, but that was enough for us to close the deal in black, and it was 88% payout. We're putting that in our table, and I'm so sorry. Oh my god, that's even worse. 88% payout, oh thank god. Alright, so our profit is $8 at this point, and the whole profit from this stage is going to be $16. Now we're moving on to stage number 2, and the first step is $16. Here, it is a bit risky. It's a bit more risky than the previous one, because if we lose this one, we are going back not to the second step of the first stage, we're going back to the first step of the first stage. Let's hope it's going to be closed in black as well. Getting the platform ready, and let's start looking for the new entry point. Okay, alright, so this is the deal number 3. This is the second stage, first step, opened on euro-dollar currency pair. Here we found double bottom on a downtrend, and stochastic also shows us a good signal. So let's wait for 3 minutes and see what's gonna happen. You know what? What can I say? Unfortunately, this deal is closed in red. And what does it mean? Globally, even though we lost $16 that we used, we need to understand that the $10 that we used at the beginning, they are still here. We're just going back to the first step of the first stage. It is what it is. Let's start over. But you know, we didn't lose the money that we invested at the beginning. So let's get started again. I mean, that was fast. USD CAD deal for a downward trend according to the retest. Let's go. Alright. The deal is closed on black. The payout, how much was the payout? Oh my goodness, why can't I see it? 81%, all right. Again, a fast one, GBP USD deal for a downward trend using a first stage, second step, $8. All right, okay, great job. So this deal is also closed in black and it was 88% payout. Putting it into the table again, and now we are back to the stage 2, step 1. My brain doesn't work, but now we have $15 because the first deal was closed with a lower payout. And we're gonna try to minimize the difference, trying to find a bigger payout for this time. Alright, so EuroGPY, this is a second stage first deal, and we're opening for $15. Okay, see, that's a great thing. Deal is closed, and I've got the payout again, 93. Great. Okay, so we're putting 93 in the table, and here we see the second step of second stage is going to be $14. $14. Let's find an entry point. Okay, so GBP USD, the next deal. We are working according to the downtrend. We have a double top right here, so the deal is gonna be for a Z downward trend. Let's see. Oh, that was stressful, but 88% payout is closed in black. Let's put it in the table and let's continue. This is this stage number 3, step number 1. We are going to use $27 of profit. Let's go. Okay guys, so the next deal is Euro USD going upwards. In this case, we obviously see that there was aggressive drop. If you kind of zoom out, you can see how drastic that was. The price reached the key level that we had and started the reversal. So that's what we are doing. We're working with the reversal and it's supposed to be growing. Okay, see, with a small pullback, but the price still grew kind of a little bit, but that was enough for us. So the payout is 89%. So let's put it in the table. All right, so now we're doing the second step of the third stage. We're using $24. Let's go. That was really fast again. The next deal is opened. It's a bit late, but I hope not too late. So the price went to this level of resistance from which it was dropping drastically a couple of times. It's again a bit too late, but I hope not too late. So let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, same story as the last time. Almost we got it. We got a pullback, but the deal is closed in black with 86% of the payout. And in general, right now, the balance, if we're not talking about like rounding stuff, which shush it. The balance is $96. So we basically did like X10, you know, from the beginning. And even though we had one deal closed in red, we had one of them, but you understand the logic here. If we could lose this deal again, we would get back to the previous step. So the good thing about this strategy is that in any point, except for the first step and first stage, you just go back to one step or one stage, not losing like the whole thing, like the whole balance. You don't have to restart all over again. So I think this strategy is chef's kiss amazing, and I think you should try to work with it on demo account. And of course, if you need this table, as I said, you can text me on Telegram. The link is under this video, and I will send you the link to this table so you can actually train it yourself. And please don't forget to use trader's journal. Okay guys, if you try this challenge, make sure to tell us what step you were able to reach in the comments. But remember, this is still a really difficult challenge, and SBC is not a guaranteed path to wealth. But let's say that I'm sure that this method makes an almost impossible task possible. And by the way, while I was developing this strategy, I figured out how to make an improved version of martingale with reduced risks using the same principle. So if you like this video, I will definitely share this strategy really soon. And in the meanwhile, if you're looking for a really reliable trading strategy, you can watch this video right here. And that's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.